So it's time for Cooking with Callie. You've been asking for it, here it is. Now, the first most important thing you have to understand about cooking with Callie is that I hate cooking. I don't even like being in the kitchen, period, but I must eat. So I really call what I do preparing food so I can make it edible, so I can eat it and I don't die. Everybody wins, right? So today I'm going to be making my first ever cauliflower crust pizza. So I'm using this crust here, gluten-free, dairy-free, nut and soy-free, all those good things, right? So this is all stuff that I had. So I'm going to throw on some of this sauce, this brand here. I like it. Family brand, homemade style. It's light, it's not loaded with sugar. Dairy-free cheese. This is pepper jack style shreds. This brand I really like, D-A-I-Y-A, I think it's Daiya. All their dairy-free cheeses are really, really pretty good. I'm gonna put some spinach on there and some uncured turkey bacon and some ground chicken that I cooked, and red pepper, black pepper, sea salt, and basil. So we're gonna throw that all on there, put it in the oven, and see what we get. Let's get at it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is read the instructions on the back of this, which is kind of like one of those things. Is it working? I don't know. Did you plug it in? Let's start with the instructions, shall we? This says to put it directly on the oven at 500. We already did that, so we can put the toppings on now. Okay, so it also says, I'm just reading it to see how long it wants us to cook it for. Between 7 and 9 minutes once we put the toppings on. So here we go. So we're gonna start with the sauce here. I'm gonna grab myself a spoon. Who likes a spoon out there? Anybody? People are like, nah, I'm more into forking. Kitchen humor. So I'm gonna just I don't even know what I'm doing. Like I said, I don't cook. I've just seen people do stuff like this where they kind of, like, that was Moxie, where they kind of just smush the sauce around. Here we go. So smush it around, get it nice and even. It's looking like a pizza already. Where are you going dressed up so nice? Okay, so we got the sauce on there. Then I think I want to do the cheese next, because the cheese application is really important. Like, when I bite into my pizza, there's two things I really want. I really want a nice crust. I'm concerned with the crust, and I'm concerned with the cheese. That's just me personally, and based on what happens in my pie hole when I eat things. So I'm going to spread this, do a nice even coat of the cheese here. Cheesy. So that looks pretty good. I don't want to overload this because I'm not sure how stable it will be. So then what I'm going to do is take some of this here chicken, just kind of spread it around, like so. It's looking good. I seasoned this chicken with some oil and some Italian seasoning. So we'll see how it tastes on here. So we got some chicken on there. Okay, that's good, right? So we have some chicken. I guess we'll put the turkey bacon. So this is what I'm gonna do. I love the scissors in the kitchen. I'm not a big fan of cutting things because it takes too long. Like with a knife and a cutting board. If I can use the less items that I can use to prepare something, the better. So scissors, like look at this. Let's cut it right on here. This is, you'll notice everything I do in the kitchen has to do with getting in and out as fast as I can while still trying to eat decently healthy. So we're just gonna cut this up on here. I did like half a piece. I used the other half of my eggs this morning. Okay, so that's on there. Now I'm going to do the same thing with my spinach. Nice fresh container. So I'm just gonna cut up a little bit of spinach on here. I pretty much throw spinach in everything. even if it doesn't call for it, soup, salad, eggs, pizza, whatever it is, because it doesn't really have a taste, so it doesn't really mess with everything. The green always makes things look more visually appetizing, I think, even if it's not, if you can't taste it, it looks more appealing to your eye. And it's so good for you that you just can't ever get enough spinach. So I just add it to everything. Soup it works really good in because the heat just makes it shrivel right up. You can put so much in soup. So put a little spinach on there, and then we're just gonna put a little bit of these peppers. I like red pepper. So red pepper, a little black pepper, a little sea salt. I put sea salt on everything. Some basil. I wish I had fresh basil, but this'll do. And then we're going to try to put this directly on the rack. Let's see how this goes. Okay, pretty smooth so far. All right. And then, what did it say? What did I tell you? Were you guys paying attention? So who's with me still? So cook time varies between 7 and 9 minutes. I'm gonna go with 9 minutes because I always like things crusty. So, all right, that's set. We'll see how it comes out in 9 minutes. All right, now comes the hard part. The timer went off. Let's see if we can get this bad boy out without it breaking all over the place on us. Ooh, it's pretty crispy. Not gonna lie. Ooh, this actually looks pretty legit, guys. Can you see that? This actually looks edible. What about the smell? Smells pretty good. Smells like pizza. Let's try if we can cut it up. Let's see what we get. See, and this is another case where I like to use the scissors because I find sometimes when you cut stuff like this, it destroys it. So the scissors just have a little bit more of a touch, a little bit of a finesse. This looks really good. I kind of surprised myself. So, that's too hot to eat right now. I'm gonna let that cool down and then we'll check it out in a minute. So I already ate a slice before I started filming because it was so tempting, but God, they're really good. Like, coming from someone who likes food, like real burgers, real pizza, this is pretty legit. It tastes like a real crust. It's crispy, it's just enough. I like thin crust pizza, so this is right up my alley. Yeah. You're gonna wanna make one of these, like, super easy, doesn't take long. I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop eating. Okay, you're still gonna wanna make one of these. I will put the recipe out for everybody, but check it out. Cooking with Callie, episode number 1, cauliflower pizza was a success. I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up actually.